What if I told you that the sky's most exclusive palaces, the kind of jets you imagine reserved only for billionaires and royals, might cost less than a Manhattan penthouse? Forget the idea that every private jet is a $100 million fantasy. Some of these flying masterpieces cost the same as a sports car collection or even a single beachfront villa. And once you hear what's inside them, you'll never look at commercial flying the same way again. Because today, we're counting down 7 private jets so affordable, they'll completely change the way you think about luxury travel. Watch the whole video to know everything about them. Let's begin. Number 7. The Embraer Legacy 600. This Brazilian-built aircraft looks like it belongs to a global tycoon, yet its price tag is around $10 million. For perspective, that's less than the annual salary of some CEOs in Silicon Valley. Stretching over 26 meters in length with a wingspan wider than a blue whale, the Legacy 600 isn't just about size. It offers full executive and shuttle configurations, with separate zones that feel more like suites in a high-rise hotel than a plane. Imagine working in a boardroom at 40,000 feet, while your colleagues recline in leather armchairs just steps away. It's a jet designed to erase borders, and it already operates in more than 24 countries around the world. But as stunning as it is, wait until you see the next one, because it redefines what affordable luxury really means. Number 6. The Stratos 716X. This jet is like the Tesla of the skies, sleek, minimalist, and futuristic. Designed in Oregon, it was originally conceived as a 4-seater. But after testing, it was stretched just enough to carry 6 passengers with bags. That makes it not just practical, but personal. Powered by a Pratt & Whitney JT15D5 engine, it can fly up to 1,500 nautical miles, enough to get you from Los Angeles to Chicago without a stop. The price? Around $2.5 million. That's about the same as a single Bugatti Chiron. And yet, this is a private aircraft, an actual ticket into the world of aviation aristocracy. Think about that. For the cost of a hypercar, you could own a jet. But as impressive as the Stratos is, it's still compact. So let's move to a jet that combines scale, speed, and comfort on an entirely different level. Number 5. The Cessna Citation XLS Plus. Often called the iPhone of business jets, this model has dominated the skies since the late 1990s. Its price hovers around $13 million, and for good reason. With a cruising speed of over 500 miles per hour, it erases distance the way smartphones erase time zones. Step inside, and the cabin, 5 feet 6 inches wide, 5 feet 8 tall, and nearly 19 feet long, feels surprisingly spacious. Fold-out tables, recliner leather chairs, Wi-Fi, entertainment systems. You could hold a team meeting, binge a Netflix series, or simply gaze out of panoramic windows while flying at 45,000 feet. To put its versatility into perspective, this is a jet that can take off from shorter runways, landing you closer to your destination, while still carrying up to 9 people in comfort. It is practical luxury, accessible prestige, but still, not the cheapest on our list, because number 4 will surprise you. The Cirrus Vision Jet. $2 million. That's the cost of this single-engine marvel, making it the world's most affordable private jet. And yet, don't confuse affordable with ordinary. This aircraft took over a decade to design, and it comes with something no other jet in its class has, a full-plane parachute system. Yes, you heard that right. If the unimaginable happens, the entire aircraft can deploy a parachute to land safely. That's innovation you can feel. Inside, it's a flying family lounge, seating for 5 adults and 2 children, mood lighting, USB ports, and entertainment screens. The cockpit offers a panoramic windshield and a Garmin touchscreen avionics suite straight out of science fiction. At a top speed of 345 miles per hour, it can cover more than 1,000 miles, perfect for short hops across continents. Imagine flying yourself from London to Rome without ever booking a commercial ticket again. This is luxury redefined for the everyday dreamer. But here's where things get even more intriguing. Because while the Vision Jet proves luxury can be accessible, the next 3 jets prove something even more powerful. That affordable luxury can scale up into true sky empires. At number 3, the Embraer Phenom 300E. This is the best-selling light jet in the world. Since 2013, no other private jet has been delivered to more countries, over 40, with more than 400 units flying today. Its value ranges between $9 and $10 million, but what it offers is unmatched. Seating up to 10 passengers, the Phenom 300E has a range of 2,200 nautical miles, enough to fly non-stop from New York to Los Angeles. Step inside, and you'll notice something subtle but significant: its cross-section design. The cabin walls curve just enough to create more headroom and legroom than any competitor in its class. Pair that with next-gen Pratt & Whitney engines, and you get a jet that isn't just efficient but quietly luxurious. It is in many ways the people's champion of private aviation. But if the Phenom is a modern legend, then the next two jets are something else entirely. Number 2, the Cessna Citation Sovereign Plus. This jet doesn't just take you places, it redefines what's possible between them. At a price of around $18 million, the Sovereign Plus sits in that sweet spot of aviation. A super mid-sized jet with intercontinental reach, but still far below the cost of giants like the Gulfstream G700. Imagine lifting off from Bangkok and landing in Dubai without ever stopping. That's 3,200 nautical miles of non-stop range. But here's what makes it remarkable. It's known for the fastest takeoff performance in its entire class. Where others need long runways, the Sovereign Plus can launch from smaller airports, opening up destinations that most jets can't even reach. For the traveler, that means time saved and exclusivity gained. You're flying where others can't. Step inside, and the Sovereign Plus feels like an airborne penthouse. A cabin 25 feet long, nearly 6 feet high, with space for 12 passengers. Configurations vary, but imagine recessed seats that open the aisle wider, and an optional sofa that feels more like a living room than a jet interior. The Clarity Cabin Management System connects you to the internet mid-air, while the luggage compartment, best in its class, swallows more than 400 pounds of belongings. No compromise, no waiting, no limitations. At the top of our list sits a jet that has already made history, vanished into memory, and then, like a myth reborn, returned to the skies. Number 1. The Dassault Falcon 50EX. At just $2.5 million, this jet is more than a bargain. It's a resurrection of aviation royalty. First launched decades ago, the Falcon 50 was the world's first private jet to cross oceans with ease. It connected continents, bridged worlds, and became a favorite of those who wanted more than travel. They wanted reach. After 17 years, Dassault brought it back to life as the Falcon 50EX, infusing it with modern avionics, higher thrust engines, and a fuel efficiency that made it more powerful than ever. The dimensions tell part of the story. Nearly 16 meters long, almost 7 meters high, with a wingspan close to 19 meters. But what matters most is how it feels inside. Split into 2 temperature-controlled zones, the cabin seats 9 passengers in leather-clad comfort, workspaces, lounges, storage. It's not just transport, it's a mobile embassy, and under the hood, 3 Honeywell turbofan engines, the second generation of their legendary TFE 731 line. More power, less fuel, greater efficiency at higher altitudes. This isn't just engineering, it's mastery. A tri-engine icon capable of conquering long-haul skies while sipping fuel like a smaller jet. But beyond the numbers lies its myth. The Falcon 50X isn't just a machine. It's a symbol of a time when private aviation first broke the boundaries of oceans. Owning one today is like holding a piece of history with all the modern advantages of 21st century technology. For collectors, visionaries, and dreamers, it's an aircraft that whispers one truth: some legends never fade. So which of these 7 sky palaces captured your imagination? Would you take the futuristic Vision Jet with its parachute system? Or the sovereign reach of the Citation Sovereign Plus? Or maybe, like me, you'd choose the timeless Falcon 50EX, the legend that still rules the skies. Tell us in the comments which jet you'd claim as your own. And if this journey through the world of affordable private aviation changed the way you think about luxury travel, then join us for more. Subscribe to Luxury Enigma and step with us into a world where palaces soar, dynasties fly, and history is written not on land, but in the skies above.